Okay, now that we have our money resolutions in line, where do you want to spend that money?
This is the fun part. Well, keeping your money local can help strengthen your community and help the economy, just to start. So, joining us now to explain how a cooperative might help you achieve that goal is radio host at Everything.Coop, Vernon Oakes. Thanks for being here, Vernon.
Good morning, ladies.
Some people, I feel like we've seen co-op on things. You might have heard of a cooperative. What is it to start?
A co-op is a business, but it's owned and controlled by its members. And it's for the benefits of its members.
Okay.
So it's a business.
And they're usually local, right? Those people are...
Usually, but not always.
Okay.
Why is a cooperative and supporting cooperative or shopping at cooperative something that we should do, that we should care about doing?
So if the three of us wanted to start a co-op, it's normally to solve some community problem, and we get to keep the profits.
Okay.
And we decide how that co-op works, how it works, what happens to the profits, and individuals that work in a co-op get self-esteem. Okay, they get improvement. A lady on the radio show named Dame Pauline Green, who was the president of International Cooperative Alliance, said that co-ops help people come out of poverty with dignity.
Okay.
What are some examples of the businesses? Like you said, it solves a community problem.
Right.
What types of problems?
Cabot Creamery is a co-op.
Okay.
Cabot Cheese, REI, and there were, I think, 2 people that started REI because they could not get good climbing gear, good recreational equipment.
And look at it now.
Yeah.
It's still a co-op even as big as it is?
Yes, and it's owned by the people that shop there. It's called a consumer co-op. So you can shop there and not be a member, but you can also join and be a member. And if there are dividends, you can get into those dividends, and you can run for the board if you're a member.
No idea.
And so you have a lot of say, and it gives people voice, and that's where they get this dignity from. Okay.
What about like DC, like housing? Some of those are co-ops, right?
Yes, there's 150 what they call market rate co-ops and about 100 limited equity co-ops. And the people that are the tenants, the people that live there, are the people that own the business. They own those multifamily business, and they get to say what's parking like and how much you'll pay for rent and blah 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 blah.
Okay.
Does this always work out? Is it always peaceful? I'm like, a lot of people own this. How does that work?
Well, there's a lot of training. The 5th principle, there are 7 principles in co-ops. The 5th principle is education, training, and information. So there is a lot of training. So most co-ops stay in existence a long time. But there are problems, and they become major problems if you have a predator. And that predator could be a management company, which is what I used to run, or it could be the president of a co-op, or it could be a developer. And that's where it gets to be difficult. And when there's clashes.
Yeah.
But you learn how to solve those clashes.
We're talking about where to put our money, and if, like, you go back to REI, if you don't want to join, you're still supporting those that have joined, or if you're part of the housing co-op. So why is it something we should maybe seek out a little bit more to either support with money or become a part of?
So Tacoma Park Food Co-op, if you're in this area, you could go there. If you became a member, you could even begin to say, what do they carry on their shelves, and make sure that they have the food that they carry. Co-ops really help the community. They help the individuals. I have it that co-ops are first for people, then the planet, and then profit.
Okay.
Wow.
So they figure out what they can do to help out the community.
So it's kind of less about lining the pockets of somebody that we don't know and more of giving back to the community.
You said it so well.
Did I? Oh,
yeah.
See, I'm learning from you.
Because in my MBA, it was return on investment to the stockholder.
Right.
And that stockholder may not even live in the community.
Right.
And here it's return on investment, yes, but it's to the members, and they live in the community, they work in the business, and they keep that money in the business.
Yeah, which makes sense. I feel like
I have learned so much.
We've just started the conversation.
I know.
Vernon has so much more to help educate you, right?
Yes.
A good place to go to learn more is Everything.Coop. So co-op, C-O-O-P.
Yeah, we have 300 plus podcasts on that, and we're on every Thursday morning.
Great.
Here.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for educating us in the new year.
Yeah.
Good to see you.